Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? No, this is gonna be spoiler free. So, let me see. Is my mic working? Oh shit, I muted myself. All right, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm like rushing. I had no idea this thing was out until I saw the art director post a screenshot. I'm just like, what the hell is this? What's happening here? Santa Monica, they put out a behind the scenes video that shows some brand new footage of the game. Again, I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure what to expect, but what I do know is that they're going to be talking about God of War Ragnarok. It is going to be completely spoiler free, which I'm very happy to hear. What else? So they're gonna be doing this once a week. Apparently the way I understand it. Yeah. It's better now. I thank you. So yeah, it's new footage that is spoiler free. So I'm just gonna bring this up now. I'm sorry if this stream is like completely random, but this randomly came out. So yeah, let me go ahead and bring this up right now. Okay, let's see. This is on. Okay, let me go ahead and switch over to Google. Okay, now let's listen to this thing. All right, who knows? I hope the audio's working.
We're coming off of God of War 2018. How do you top that? How do you deliver something that players will love maybe just as much as God of War 2018? The pressure was tremendous.
Hey! Oh, the music's fire,
dude! My name is Ariel Angelotti, and I am the senior producer for narrative.
My name is Richard Gobert. I'm the story lead for God of War Ragnarok.
I'm Jody Kupsko, and I'm the supervising dialogue designer.
It's my job to shape the story along with our writing team, our narrative director, and game director.
As a producer, it's my job to help build a team to create that content, to own the schedule in realizing that content.
I oversee the dialogue production throughout the entire titles. Every line of dialogue that you hear, every human vocalization and effort and grunt, our team touches.
So I'm a man now, like you?
No. We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
In the story of God of War 2018, we find Kratos seemingly having turned over a new leaf in the Norse lands. He lives a quiet life hidden in the woods with his wife Faye and their son Atreus. And the story starts with them mourning her death. And we learn that she made a final request before she passed away. She wanted them to spread her ashes from the highest peak in all the 9 realms. He's scared of being a bad father, a bad influence, and as a result, it's made him an absent father. His greatest fear is that he's passed that evil that's inside of him onto his son.
You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control. This will not stand. You will honor your mother and abandon this path you have chosen. It is not too late.
Such a great scene.
They befriend Freya, who is an exiled Vanir goddess who used to be married to Odin. They meet Mimir, the self-proclaimed smartest man alive, who serves as their guide and their confidant. And they meet the Holdra brothers, Brock and Sindri, who are world-class weaponsmiths who end up their main source of upgrades and equipment. Now, among the enemies they make are the Aesir gods, whose leader is none other than Odin, someone we never meet in God of War 2018, but who casts a very long and dark shadow over the 9 realms.
Yes,
There are consequences to killing a god.
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
After many adventures, Kratos and Atreus end up fulfilling Mom's wishes, and over the course of that journey, they find out more about each other and about themselves, and finally find a common ground between them.
I love this game so much,
They become the
man.
close family unit that Faye hoped that they would become. In God of War Ragnarok, we fast forward a few years, and little Atreus is now a teen, and they're back to hiding out in their home in the woods in Midgard. During the course of the previous game's events, they were forced to kill Odin's grandchildren, Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor. Thor does a lot of the lion's share of Odin's dirty work, and as a consequence, he's a very violent, unstable personality. At the end of the last game, they were also forced to kill Balder, the son of Odin and Freya, and that has its own set of consequences. He was a very powerful chess piece for Odin, one that Odin is incredibly bitter about losing. Freya has vowed vengeance against them for the killing of her son. Kratos and Atreus didn't want to kill him. They were friends with Freya. But Balder tried to kill her in front of them, and Kratos had no other option in the moment but to kill him to save Freya's life, even though it meant losing Freya's friendship.
I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything.
His
love
death
these
is
scenes
also
without music,
foretold
man.
to bring
It's
about
really powerful.
Fimbulwinter, which is a brutal 3-year winter that is then followed by Ragnarok. It's an apocalyptic war between all the Norse gods, the giants,
footage
the
of the actual
dwarves, and the
game.
elves, and an army of the dead. They're all destined to fight in a battle that basically ends the world. Kratos is understandably worried about his son and what it means for him.
You get to go on this journey with how Atreus grows into a young adult and how Kratos grows into
more of that same scene,
his
the
next
arrows,
era
yeah.
in his life, and
He's checking them out.
really see kind of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be. I find that
Please show more
tale
of that.
so incredibly relatable.
Please show more.
We had started shooting plenty of content before the pandemic hit. In fact, the week before we all went work
it's
from
Anger
home,
Bodo,
we were doing a
Kratos,
shoot. I remember being on and off that set, running back to the office and having to talk to studio leadership about what was going down and how this was going to impact us moving forward. And those were trying times.
For us, it was a very unique challenge because we had to bring in actors and we had to record them. And so we had to look at different ways of adapting our typical motion capture process and dialogue recording process so we can continue production and continue at the quality that we wanted for our players and our fans.
We had some actors stand in for other characters, actors who were already, who were like core to one of the scenes, might just be able to play a background character in another scene to be able to avoid a situation where too many people were on set on any given day. We avoided compromising the story that we were trying to tell as a result of the pandemic and these limitations that we had to deal with. There were no cinematics that we changed. We still have the same characters in them in the final game. We just had to get a bit creative with how we shot the content.
Our actor for Atreus, Sonny, is a teenage boy, and his voice changed dramatically throughout the several years on this title.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
We had to go in and even out that performance so it sounds like it took place over a short period of time. That was a unique challenge
that
on this
spurt
one.
was crazy.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Whether the Norse saga was going to be a trilogy or just 2 games was something we debated a lot. There were obviously pros and cons for either approach. So we waited for Cory Barlog to weigh in, and he did, and he said, let's do it in 2.
Hey,
the consequence to that
go.
is, how do you wrap up this story in one game and do Ragnarok justice? How do we lead up to that and then have a big moment at the end of the game and wrap up all those loose threads? This game is bigger than what we initially envisioned.
I love
There's
the side.
a
We're
lot
gonna go
of
over the trailer
important
again.
story moments that we needed to cover. There are more characters that we follow the threads of, and ultimately, it ends up feeling big and epic because there is a lot there for people to enjoy.
I am very excited for folks to see this final chapter. A lot happens. We put our characters through the ringer, but we also bring them closure, and we provide answers to a lot of the questions the first game posed.
Just all of the new combat that we're doing and the new interactions. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in this title that I think people are going to have fun with.
We all have our own personal Ragnaroks to deal with. And this story is about how you process that, how you own it, and how you make it a part of yourself and grow from it.
I mean, we set some stuff up at the end of last game. There's going to be some consequences this game. We're going to see how things play out between Freya and Kratos. We're going to see how the evolution of the family relationship continues. You got Brock and Sindri, the dwarves, who are kind of part of your makeshift family now.
The music's
and there's
going
to be
crazy
some other
in the
characters
background,
that we introduce that maybe going to disrupt the balance a little bit. I can't wait until players get their hands on the game, are able to experience how the story
music's going crazy in the
themselves.
background, man.
We have, I think, an incredibly well-rounded game. Very satisfying combat, beautiful and rich environment to explore, outstanding character art, a lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape. It's the work of hundreds of very dedicated artists, and they all have their own stories to tell.
Oh man, that was great. Oh gosh, that was really fucking. That was a good video, man. I felt like I couldn't take my eyes off of the screen. I love everything that they were fucking saying, dude. We're gonna go over it once again, you know, so I can like pick out some of my favorite shots that they showed. But real quick, what do you all think about what we just saw, dude? Kratos smiled. Yo, we're gonna go back and we're gonna rewatch that. Yeah. We're gonna look through this, all my favorite scenes. Holy shit, man. Them talking, just talking alone is getting me like excited for this. What do you all think, man? Kratos smiled. That's the music from the new soundtrack. Yes, it is. That's the new music for sure. Oh man, let's see. All right, so press 1 if you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a fucking lot, man. The soundtrack was going crazy, bro. Press 1 if you liked it. Press 2 if you did it. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna press 1 across the board. It didn't spoil anything. It talked a lot about it. It talked about the process of them making it, the pandemic's impact on everything. Nah, I'm giving this a solid. This was fucking perfect, man. And the music, I'm gonna rewatch it to point out some parts, but did you guys pay attention to the music going fucking crazy in the background? It made what they were saying like 10 times more epic. I love when they mentioned Cory Barlog weighed in because they were debating 2 or 3 games. And I think it's a good thing that they're doing it in 2. Just because we don't have to wait an additional 5 years of our lives for the next game, we can wrap this story up. And because it's all 2 games, it's gonna be epic, right? They said many times in this that a lot of stuff happens. Our character is gonna be put through a lot, so I'm really excited, man. I'm really fucking excited, dude. Yeah, we are gonna rewatch it. But first, before we rewatch it, I want to pick out some scenes, like the comparison scenes between God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, because they showed a few of those, which was really cool. It's confirmed Modi is dead. Go to 340. I fucking hope the character is dead, dude. I don't want the character to come back. I really don't. I don't like Modi. Everyone knows this about me. All right, we're gonna go through it a second time. Let me go ahead, before I go back to the screen, let me go ahead and look for some of these moments that I thought was really cool. Yeah, because from the scenes that we already saw, they actually showed a bit more of those same scenes, which is also pretty fucking cool. So, let's go back through it. Let me have you guys see it as well. So let's go ahead and go through it once again. Where was it?
In God of War 28.
Are consequences to killing a god.
After many a journey, when Greg would become for Ragnarok, we fast forward a few years, and little Atreus is now a teen.
There we go.
And they're back to hiding out in their home in the woods in Midgard. During the course of the previous game's events, they were forced to kill Odin's grandchildren, Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor. Thor does a lot of the lion's share of Odin's dirty work, and as a consequence, he's a very violent, unstable personality. At the end of the last game, they were also forced to kill Balder, the son of Odin and Freya, and that has its own set of consequences. He was a very powerful chess piece for Odin, one that Odin is incredibly bitter about losing.
Hey, so Odin is incredibly bitter about losing Balder, which is, which sucks. Well, it sucks in the terms of like, I want Balder to kind of come back in a way. I've kind of always wanted Balder to come back because he is one of my favorite villains in the series now, because I think he was so well written. And I'm like a huge fan of Balder. So when he says that Odin is incredibly bitter about losing Balder, that means Balder's not coming back, which sucks. But also means Modi won't come back because someone at he also said that we were forced to kill them. Someone said at 340. He said. So
in God of War Ragnarok, we fast forward a few years, and little Atreus is now a teen, and they're back to hiding out in their home in the woods in Midgard. During the course of the previous game's events, they were forced to kill Odin's grandchildren, Magni and Modi.
Yeah, so Magni, Modi dead, and Balder, okay. So yeah, at least Modi's not returning. At least Modi is not returning. If you guys want me to check out a specific scene that they showed, type it in the chat now so I can actually see it. But I'm going to go over to some of my favorite moments in it. Obviously, I don't remember parts where they talked about and what the people, the developers are saying. I'm going to have to go through this again. Make a video on my favorite parts as well.
This filth and
there's some
hell
things I
that
want
is
to rewatch.
my...
Which is a brutal 3-year winter.
Like this shit. This is the shit they keep showing, and I think it's
which
so
is a
cool.
Brutal 3-year winter that is then followed by Ragnarok.
This is such a... I don't know, man. This is so cool to see. Such a good transition, too. 2018 Ragnarok. I love how the fog in the background is like covering it up. You see here how it's like very clear. You can see the environment in the background, like those little mountains. Here you could barely see them because of the fog. Really cool stuff. I love the ice coming off of the statues, like on the sides of them.
It's an apocalyptic army of the dead. They're all destined to fight in a battle that it means for him.
Here's another
Kratos
one
is
of those
all
scenes.
Understandably worried about his son and what it means for him.
Brand new scene right here.
You get to go on this journey
Atreus
with
looks...
how Atreus grows.
What are you saying? Can we hear dialogue
You
from
get
Atreus?
to go on this journey with how Atreus...
What it means for him.
You get to go on this journey.
Chat, what is Atreus saying there? Someone help me out.
About his son and what it means for him.
You get to go on this journey with
I'm
how
hearing
Atreus
like
grows.
you. I'm hearing like you. Am I going crazy? I think that's what he's saying.
Goes into a young adult, and how Kratos grows into his next era in his life, and really see kind of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be. I find that tale so incredibly relatable. We have...
What's he saying, chat? He says, "Are you? Are you?" Yeah, Atreus' face looks so scared here, man. I love these scenes
Kratos
because
is
like,
understandably
it
worried
gives
about
us
his
room
son
to, like,
and what
talk
it
about-
means for him.
Look at his
You
face.
get to go on this journey with how Atreus grows into...
He's so scared. His eyes are coming out. He looks like so concerned.
Kratos is understandably worried about his son and what it means for him.
You get to go on this journey.
He's like stunned, like he can't talk, right? Like he's so shocked in whatever Kratos is telling him, as Kratos like puts his hand on his face. Wow, yo, the face capture stuff is incredible, dude. It really is incredible, man. He's shaking his head, saying no. He says, "Are you?" I'm guessing Kratos asks if you okay. Maybe. Yeah, that's actually a good one, Badman. So some people are saying, Sammy and Badman saying, you think Kratos just fought Thor? He comes back inside, and Badman says, Kratos asks, "Are you okay?" And Atreus is like, "Are you, dude? Are you okay, dude? You just fought Thor. Are you good?"
With
And what it means for him.
you get to go on this journey
Are
with
you?
how Atreus grows into a young adult
shit.
and how Kratos grows into
I just
his
wanna
next
see these two
era
talk
in his
more.
life and really see kind of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be. I find
Did you say thanks?
of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be. I
Oh, he's saying what's next? Okay. What's
find
next? Kratos is like, "Oh shit." Oh god, yo, I am so excited, man. I am so fucking pumped for this shit. I am so incredibly pumped, man. Like, words can't understand how pumped I actually am. Oh man. Watch the Alfheim scene. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to all the new scenes. When is it releasing? It's releasing November 9th. At least in the US. I'm not sure in other countries. Oh man. Alright, let's keep watching.
the parent
We
that
gonna
he's
eat
striving
this
to be,
deer. Yo, please show Kratos and Atreus eating the deer.
the person he's striving to be. I find
Saying
that
what's
tale
next, yeah.
so incredibly relatable.
We had started shooting plenty of content before the pandemic hit. In fact, the week before we all went
And Grabota is touching Kratos' shoulder here. Like, why is he so comfortable with her?
work from home,
Why is she
we were doing
comfortable
a
with
shoot.
him?
I remember being on and off that set, running back to the office and having
Hey, legends.
to talk to studio leadership about what was going down and how this was going to
Legends.
impact us moving forward. And those were trying times.
For us, it was a very unique challenge because we had to bring in actors and we had to record them. And so we had to look at different ways of adapting our typical motion capture process and dialogue recording process so we can continue production and continue at the quality that we
I'm not looking for stuff in these scenes. I'm just like paying attention to like the process. But I love how the I love how the TV on the top right is blurred. Shout out to Santa Monica not spoiling anything. That's that attention to detail right there.
wanted for our players and our fans.
We had
Shout out.
some actors stand in for other characters, actors who were already, who were like core to one of the scenes, might just be able to play a background character
Oh, that's Danielle.
in another scene to be able to avoid a situation where too many people were on set on any given day.
That's Thor's actor, right? That's Ryan Hurst.
We avoided compromising the story that we were trying to tell as a
I think? I'm
result
not sure.
of the
Not hard to
pandemic
tell.
and these limitations that we had to deal with. There were no cinematics that we changed. We still have the same characters in them in the final.
Yes, fast
Sunny
forward a little
is
bit.
out.
Just want answers.
We had to period of
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok.
I'm trying to find
War
those
is
scenes
coming.
that were extended.
Whether the Norse saga was going to, were obviously pros and cons, and he did, and he
How do we lead up to wrap up all the? There's a lot.
Oh, there we go. Look
This
at
game
this
is bigger than
chat.
what we initially.
Chat. Look at this, man. Look at this, dude. You guys,
And
this is
wrap up all
incredible,
those
man.
threads.
This is actually so.
This
fucking
game
cool.
is bigger than what
It's
we
so
initially
cool, man.
envisioned. There's a lot of important. This game is bigger than what we initially envisioned. Wrap up all those loose threads. This game is bigger than what we initially envisioned. There's a lot of
fucking cool.
important story moments that we needed to cover. There are more characters.
This is a new scene.
There's
right? This
a lot
isn't
of
2018.
important story moments that we needed to cover.
Oh shit. Oh, when I first watched this, I assumed that was from 2018, like a different camera angle. But no, this is happening in Ragnarok.
we initially
opening
envisioned.
up
There's a
Skull and
lot
Hati.
of important story
Wow.
moments that we needed to cover.
I love how, you know, there's it's a little bit more icy than in 2018. It looks like it's been damaged a little bit more. The Skull and Hati shrine, yeah, so fucking cool, man.
There
It's really cool looking, man.
are more characters that we follow the threads of, and ultimately it ends up feeling big and epic because there is a lot there
There's a
for
lot
people
there.
to enjoy.
I am very excited for folks to see this.
All right, chat.
A lot
Pay attention to the
there
music right
for
now.
people
Go
to
crazy
enjoy.
in the
I am
background.
very excited for folks to see this final chapter. A lot happens. We put our characters through the ringer, but we also bring them closure and
Wallpaper. Every one of these trailers, I always try to find some new wallpaper to put on my laptop.
we put our characters
Wallpaper.
through the ringer. But we
Wallpaper.
also bring them closure and we provide answers to a lot of the questions the first game.
What is happening here? So we got the light, and Kratos is like staring at it. Does he hear Faye again, or maybe something is calling to him to go in the light? And Atreus is like, "Don't do it again," because maybe he might not come back. I remember Corey said it was like half a day. Kratos was stuck in the light as Atreus fought all those elves. I love the shadows that's on Kratos, because obviously the light is bright as fuck, and I love like the shadows you see on Kratos's his left arm. You see like the shadow as the light come. I'm sorry, this is not very entertaining. I'm just looking at details.
Just all of the new combat that we're doing.
I'm sorry,
and
chat.
the new
I get
interactions.
entranced in this shit, and I forget people are
There's
watching.
there's a lot of stuff that's happening in this title
I'm
that
so
I
sorry.
think people are gonna have fun with.
We
Oh man, I get so like caught up into like thinking what's happening.
all
that
have our own
I forget
personal
there's people here
Ragnaroks to
with
deal
me
with.
reacting to it as
And
well.
this story is about how you process that, how you own it, and how you make it a part of yourself and grow from it.
I mean, we set some stuff up. At the end of last game, there's gonna be some consequences this game.
Don't
We're
tease
gonna
me!
see how things play out between Freya and Kratos. We're gonna see how the evolution of the family relationship continues. You got Brock and Sindri, the dwarves, who are kind of
music's
part of
going
your
crazy,
makeshift
dude.
family now. And there's gonna be some other
Oh, what was that?
dwarves who are kind of part of your makeshift family now. And there's gonna be
This is more inside the home, right? Of Durlin's workshop.
some other characters that we introduce that maybe gonna disrupt the balance a little bit. I can't wait until players get their hands on the game, are able to experience how the story unfolds for themselves.
We have, I think, an incredibly well-rounded game. Very satisfying combat, beautiful and rich environments to
I'm sorry. I know y'all want to keep listening to the music, so I keep mentioning it. Here's Tyr with Atreus must be like the world's happiest kid right now, because he's just standing next to like what I think is his hero, because he talks about Tyr nonstop in God Over 2018. So Atreus must be like, holy fucking shit. Wow, look at the environment. It looks so much better than 2018. Like you see more shadows. Tyr's tall ass shadow that he's making. This looks like I don't think we visited this area in 2018 at all in Alfheim.
to explore, outstanding character art, a lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape,
I forget what I said before. This is the new
very
wallpaper.
satisfying combat, beautiful and rich environments to explore, outstanding
This is the new wallpaper. No, wait, not
character
this.
art.
This is the new wallpaper right here. Right here. This is it. This is going on my laptop. This is Midgard, obviously. The background, you see like a lot of this fog again because of, you know, the snow and everything. I love Kratos and this. I love it, man. I love his attire. It looks really fucking cool. I love the way Atreus is looking up at Kratos and he smiles and Kratos is saying something, maybe words of encouragement. But what I really love about this moment is Kratos' hand on Atreus' shoulder. Something he struggled with in God of War 2018. And I guess, at the end of the game in Jotunheim, he easily put his hand on Atreus' shoulder. So I love to see these moments, man. These moments between these two characters.
A lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape. It's the work of hundreds of very dedicated artists, and they all have their own stories to tell.
The transitions! Pre-order chat. Chat, did you pre-order yet? I know I kept interrupting it, so I'm just gonna let this play, but really pay attention to the music just going fucking insane in the background. The music's going nuts.
I just want answers.
To that is, how do you wrap up this story in one game and do Ragnarok justice? How do we lead up to that and then have a big moment at the end of the game and wrap up all those loose threads? This game is bigger than what we initially envisioned. There's a lot of important story moments that we needed to cover. There are more characters that we follow the threads of. And ultimately, it ends up feeling big and epic because there is a lot there
Listen to the music.
for people to enjoy.
Holy my
I am
God,
very
dude.
excited for folks to see this final chapter. A lot happens. We put our characters through the ringer, but we also bring them closure and we provide answers to a lot of the questions the first game posed.
Just all of the new combat that we're doing and the new interactions. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in this title that I think people are going to have fun with.
We all have our own personal Ragnaroks to deal with. And this story is about how you process that, how you own it, and how you make it a part of yourself and grow from it.
I mean, we set some stuff up at the end of last game. There's going to be some consequences this game. We're going to see how things play out between Freya and Kratos. We're going to see how the evolution of the family relationship continues. You got Brock and Sindri, the dwarves, who are kind of part of your makeshift family now. And there's going to be some other characters that we introduce that maybe going to disrupt the balance a little bit. I can't wait until players get their hands on the game and are able to experience how the story unfolds for themselves.
We have, I think, an incredibly well-rounded game. Very satisfying combat, beautiful and rich environments to explore, outstanding character art, a lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape. It's the work of hundreds of very dedicated artists, and they all have their own stories to tell.
God damn, dude. I want to play, man, so bad. Yo, I want to play so bad, man. Everything these people are saying is putting shivers through my body. Like everything every single person is talking about here is putting absolute
production
shivers
throughout
in
the
my
entire
body, man.
titles. Every
really
line
is,
of dialogue
yo.
that you hear, every human vocalization and effort and grunt, our team touches.
So I'm a man now. Like you?
No,
Oh my God, dude.
we are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the chat now. What's some timestamps? 9:44. Do you think Alfheim is affected by storms? Let's go to 9:44.
And rich and
Oh yeah.
incredibly
I noticed
well-rounded
this as
game.
well. It's like a light
very
flashing,
satisfying combat,
but I don't know what it
beautiful
is. I
and
can't
rich
even speculate on
environments
what
to
it
explore.
is. I'm just assuming it's the light, right? I'm just assuming it's the light. I can't even speculate, and I kind of don't want to anymore. I'm kind of done with the theories, to be honest with you. They said that Modi is dead. Good. Atreus goes into the light. Faye tells him something. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of at the point where I don't want to theorize anymore. Right? I feel like I've said everything I've wanted to possibly say, and I don't think no amount of new footage is gonna make me theorize even more at this point. And I felt at this point in September where I don't even want to theorize. I just want to play. Does anybody feel like that? I think I'm at my limit, right? I'm going to have a few more videos in the pipeline talking about, obviously talking about my favorite things about this trailer, breaking some things down, and then I want to talk about what excites me about this game, what I'm looking forward to. But in terms of making theories, I think I'm kind of done. I think I'm done. I think I just want to get my hands on this game now. Damn, this guy was saying 944 a lot. Holy shit, why ain't nobody like, goddamn. Did I pre-order? Yeah, about the collector's edition. So, at first my friend, he was like, yeah, I got it, and you can buy it off of me. I'm like, cool, but every time we talk about it, it seems like he wants it for himself. And he does like God of War. But, I'm thinking about just letting him have it. Like, he likes God of War. But he just wants to give it to me because he knows, like, I'll do an unboxing on the channel and people would watch. But at this point, I think I want to let him have it. So no, I'm gonna let him hold on to it. I don't want it from him. I'm letting him keep it. He would sell it to me if I ask, but I don't think that's right, It's coming from even further than the light. Maybe. I don't. It could be Fimbulwinter affecting the other realms. Maybe that's why the light is like blinking on and off. Maybe we have to go fix it. Love your content. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's say I kind of want to rewatch this one more time. I think I want to just pay attention to what they're saying for like the 4th time. John, what do you think the franchise will go next? I'm not sure, dude. I'm having a story. I think I lied. I have like one more huge theory in the pipeline, which is my actual story theory. Some people have been asking me for a story theory, and I think it's that time I do one. But I wanted it to have like a lot of art and everything like that, and hopefully it'll come out very soon. So yeah, that's gonna be my final God of War theory, no matter what else they show. So yeah. I don't know where the series is gonna go, but I'm excited. I'm very excited for this game and being in the moment. I think that final boss fight is with Thor. I think it's with Odin. I think the final fight will be with Odin, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think that Thor will be the antagonist throughout the game, right? We're gonna fight him in a few just like Baldur. I think Freya and Thor are gonna be this constant antagonist throughout the game, just like Baldur was. But I think Odin is going to be like the final thing. And I'll talk about that in my story theory. Can't wait to watch you play this master. Yeah, I can't wait to play it either, man. It's really... I'm not going to check out any more things. I really don't want to theorize anymore. I'm just being honest. I think I'm done. I've put out hundreds. Man. Look at the light. It's so realistic and beautiful. Everything about this game is beautiful. Like literally fucking everything about this game is beautiful. Like even this very simple
important story moments that we needed to cover
of Atreus opening this up, and like even though it's damaged and icy, even this shot I think looks so good. Alright, but I think that's all I really want to say. Apparently they're gonna be doing this once a week. Thank you, Mr. GM. I appreciate that. If you're in the chat right now, please type something so I can say goodbye to you. But I'm going to be putting up a poll, and I'm going to have it last for like 3 minutes or so. Did you love this? Yes or no? Just see. All right. So yeah, I think that's kind of all I really want to say. I think this game, it looks beautiful. They're gonna be doing this once a week. They're gonna be showing this behind the scenes thing. I think there's it's all the way up until God of War Ragnarok releases. I don't know how much that is. I think it's like 3. How many weeks until God of War Ragnarok comes out? November 9th. So yeah, if you're in the chat right now, please say something, and I will give you, I will shout you out, before I end the stream, because I think that's all I kind of want to say on this. I'm just excited. I cannot wait to see what goes next. The music in the background from the new extended scenes that we got in the trailer. Everything about this was absolutely incredible. So if you're in the chat, please say something so I can shout you out. Let me bring up the chat. Thank you for being here, Yash. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking. I am going to butcher your name, so I'm gonna call you Sai. Sir Charizard, number 3. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Mark Shadow, Sitrex, Kratos Motivation. Shout outs to him. Marco says 3 more weeks. So yeah, we had 3 more behind the scenes videos. Kyle Dickinson, AAKAN, DANYAI. Shout outs to you. Back. Mila. Damn, thank you all for being here. Usually I just go through all these names, but Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people. Something Watts Zan, Mila. Big shout outs to Mila, always helping out with the stream. Akash. Let me scroll up here. Mr. GM, Didi, Memory, Darth Vader. Shout outs to Darth Vader. Did you watch Andor? I believe there's a new Star Wars show that I haven't watched yet, though. The Gamer, thank you for being here. All right, that's it. Too many names. All right, thank you all for watching. I'm going to play the outro. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I definitely did. We will be back the next time to get some more God of War footage. So, bye, everyone. The outro was muted. Oh my god.
All that blood on your hands, in your son's hands.
Is it a god of war you came to find?
Who's keeping you safe? Can you even imagine that kind of love? A monster who kills.